Since I had to structure my daily life differently now, I found a new routine for myself. I woke up in the morning, meditated for half an hour, and got ready to start the day. Since I had already decided to not eat meat in the next couple of weeks, it was important to cook some new recipes. One of my favorite recipes was a lentil stew that I had learned from my girlfriend. I chopped up some onions, some tomatoes, and you can add all kind of vegetables if you like. My main meals consisted out of fruits and vegetables for now. But the most important part with this stew is that you add all the vegetables and main ingredients at the beginning in a pot and stir it until you get all the high concentrated flavors out. And when I say you can add literally every vegetable, you can add every vegetable. And luckily, I still had some of the Middle Eastern herbs that my girlfriend had brought for me. Time to mix it up and stir it up to get all that good flavors together. And if everything is ready, you just add the water and let it cook. Of course, it's possible to just eat the stew plain without any addings or any toppings, but I decided to cook some extra rice that I have a bigger meal for myself. Rice is finished. Let's see what the lentil. Hello. So, some good food for the next 2 days. Time for some food, guys. Nice. So what I'm sticking to at the moment is I've never been a breakfast person. In the times when I used to go to the gym and work out, of course I had to kind of push myself to have some early breakfast as well to gain some mass, because you can't turn muscles out of nothing into something. But my natural habit is not eating anything for the first 6 hours. It has always been like this. Of course, everything turns into a trend once in a while when people ask me, are you doing intermediate fasting? I'm always like, guys, I know there's a new trend to it, but I've always done it. I think it's more healthy to start the day without food, to move first before you digest something. So you have space for new nutritions. You burn all the old fats. So that's what I'm getting back to now. It has always been the best way and the most healthiest way. So I start my day actually with just drinking some water. Maybe some fruits, like I've bought a lot of berries. I'm trying to push myself to eat way more fruits and have more vitamins. But this is literally my first big meal. It's, I think it's 6 o'clock now. Yeah, 6 p.m. So this is my first big meal. And, I almost forgot, gotta take my blood thinners. I could reduce the amount that I was taking, because the last week I literally had to take 2 tablets in the morning and 2 tablets in the evening. Now I could reduce it, so I'm only taking half of it, 1 tablet in the morning and 1 tablet in the evening now. I gotta stick to this the next 3 months for sure, and then we'll see what the doctors say and which results we get. But yeah, gonna enjoy this lovely food now. Look at this. This is something I can almost eat every day, guys. I don't know, there's something about this lentil recipe, especially with the tomatoes and the onions, that is so nice. It has such a deep taste and it's super healthy. Literally, there's no shit in here. I didn't even use any oil. As you saw, just threw the lentils into the pot, the veggies afterwards, and a bit of seasoning from the Middle East. But that's it, some rice, a bit of salt. And that's how I'm gonna keep it for now. Gonna try to eat a lot of raw stuff, a lot of raw veggies, make some make some smoothies. I've always been a shake person, like I love banana milkshake and all that stuff. But I used to eat a lot of oats. And I know the quality of oats, first of all, that we get is super shit. Like you actually call it the poor man's food because that's how you can fill your stomach up, but oats have nothing. And most of them are either gene manipulated or full of pesticides. So it's something I'm gonna get rid of. I never really liked these vegetable smoothies and things like this, but I'm gonna try to create my own combination. I think orange juice and carrots kind of works together, so I'm gonna see. But you know how often we are sick and we just want to get well again, and then we also take the most disgusting medicine because we know it's necessary. So where's the problem eating or drinking something once a while when we're healthy that might not taste that good, but it's good for our body and prevents us from getting sick in the first place? Much more vegetables, much more fruits, more greens. And for now, I've also decided to put meat aside. I have been a vegetarian for 13 years of my life. When I grew up, my mom never ate meat, or there was no meat in our house, but it was never my own choice. So when I turned like 13, 14, and I didn't listen to what my mom wanted anymore, I got stubborn. I just started eating so much meat. But I think the best in life is balance. So I would never say being a vegetarian is the best or eating meat is the best. I think it's something in between and everybody has to decide for himself. But for me, I've decided for now to stick to vegetables and stick to a lot of unprocessed food and not try to eat meat, or I won't eat meat for a month now and then I'll see how I feel, because I will never say never again. There's something we humans do when we think we have to be super strict with things, but you don't know how you think about it in a few years. So for now, I decided to not eat meat. If it will change in the future, we'll see. And yeah, that's how I'm gonna do it. I'm kind of too lazy to make myself some food today. So I'm on my way to the hummus kitchen. Gonna get some nice hummus, sabich, some good vegetables, some greens. And I really enjoy eating vegetables by now. I haven't eaten meat since a week now. I had meat one time, but I don't feel like it. But I have to say I'm super tired lately. I feel quite weak is the wrong word, but just not a lot of energy and tired constantly. I'm yawning. I don't know if this has anything to do with my sickness, but it's not really a nice feeling to wake up and not feel motivated, and I have the feeling I have to take a nap every day. So yeah, but let's get some food now, some healthy food, then we'll see how the day goes by. Ordered myself some nice sabich. Took my MacBook because I want to edit and work a bit, but super hungry, super motivated to have some food now. Now look at this lovely food, guys. I'm so motivated to eat this right now. Get some hot sauce, ready to enjoy this meal. Myself a little juice, and I always hated carrot juice. That's something I never really liked, but as I said, it's not about what tastes good sometimes, it's about what is good for our body. Gonna mix it with some oranges, and I'm happy that the whole foundation that my mom gave me as a child is finally making sense. In Deutsch sagt man so, der Prophet im eigenen Lande. Die Menschen, die einem nahestehen, die nimmt man nie ernst. Und dann sagt irgendein Doktor oder irgendjemand anderes genau das Gleiche und dann ist man so, oh, vielleicht sollte ich da mehr drauf achten, sie haben absolut recht. Aber manchmal haben wir Menschen, die diese Weisheit uns schon längst gegeben haben.
Since painkillers were my main subscription for now,
I turned food into the most necessary medicine I could give my body. I ate as much raw vegetables as possible and tried to avoid processed food. It's not like I hadn't eaten fruits or vegetables before I got sick, but now I did it on a daily basis and found a good routine for myself. I had never been a foodie in my life because it was always more like a necessity to eat. But now my relationship to food had changed, and it was important to give my body the best vitamins and best nutritions I could. So let's see what this thing can do. It's not even that bad. Can do that. So, Grüßterchen, ihr Lieben.